kickoff. Here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Humphrey. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is Ingram looking left side. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side.
Mike 44.
Quick pass left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Hey, Sean, let's go! Okay, motion.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29.
Ready? 180. Return.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. This is Ryan Fitzgerald trying to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Go. Hey, go Lion. Set.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Ram. Black. Go.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. 2nd and 10, still at the 28. It's Herbert once more. He's got Hampton underneath. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
From the red zone on 1st. This one's coming. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, That pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Get the fullback involved here. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
1st and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Now they send their back in motion right. Throwing now, Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
From the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. 380. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Caught by his fullback behind the line. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Nix. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Chargers take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ball game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Captain. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 3rd and very long.
Baylor Tiger.
3rd and long for him here. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Maybe you only rap to pay the bills. And now I'm finished, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your worth.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. You get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back now, pressure coming. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. He doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
On 1st down, it's Knicks. Left side now cut by Sutton. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Knicks looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Harvey. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Go.
Here's Nix. Catch is made in close. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10.
Hey, cap.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly here.
Justin Herbert sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Ray. Go, man.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They kick the running back in motion. Herbert here, third and long. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Ready? Shanahan!
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. 2nd and 6 coming up here. On the draw, they give it to Harvey. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, those guys sold it just perfectly, and the yards follow.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 13-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hold on, set. Hold on.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And set. Here we go. First down. Davis up the middle. Saw the lead. Hit it quick. Calling out a gain of 7. Nicely done. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 7 yards on that last play. So this is 2nd and 3.
Hold on, set. Ready. 180. 37. 37.
Here's Nix to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see it throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Hey, Kaplan. Baylor Tiger.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Downfield finds Lambert Smith. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
5 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Ray. Whoa. Hey, Ram.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Gets it downfield. On target to Ganson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining. Here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Oh my, captain.
Nix with it on first. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. The final throw before the break. He's going to try another deep one here. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
59. Right. Go. Let's go.
Herbert back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Captain. Hey, Captain.
Back to the air, Herbert. Complete here to Hinton. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Left side, gets it up quick, and it's caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10.
Set. 12. Stop. 21. Set.
It's Herbert once more. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Cade, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Bringing the offense up to the line, first and 10. Now Herbert again. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take the lead right away in half number 2. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. Along the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline, inside the 30. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie us up 28-all. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Short pass brought in. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. They've got a man in motion.
42-yard line.
Hey, go Lion. 12. Go. Hey, cap. Hey, Ram.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Gets it to the 15. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers, 48.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. To the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
80. Back 80. Baylor tight. 21. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, easy. Go. Crowd right. Go. Timeline. Ready.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing now, Herbert. As a man, it's Lakeland Smith. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. A lot of mess on the move here. And he will take it back for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers picked up the fumble and ran it home. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest and longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Deep shot off his back foot. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Hold on, set. 2 to 12. Ready. Ready.
Now Nix. Hits him on the out route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation. You also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Hold on, set.
Here he is on 3rd and short. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Chargers take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
Well, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
1st and 10, Herbert. He's got the hook up, Lambert Smith. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
12. Home to try.
Working inside the red zone. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This is Ingram working the left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Nix now to throw. Makes the rattling bounds left side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
After that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Ole, ole, ole. Oh, I said. Ole, ole, ole. Ready. Throw.
Here he goes, third and long. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And they bring him down around the 34. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Oh, my son. Captain. Ready. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Throw.
Desperation time here. That one finds his man, Ingram. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That was just a little bit too low to be brought in. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Oh, I said.
3rd down run by Dobbins. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Running for it with Dobbins. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the 4th. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. And they send a man in motion. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, that's check down, that's check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Ray. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Hey, Kappa. Whoa.
Second and 10. Herbert trying again. That's Harris on the right side. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on third down.
Kappa. Baylor tight. 59. 5-9. Hey, go Lion. Set.
Herbert from the gun. That one's good to McConkey. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ram. Idiot. Drop. Go.
It's Herbert once more. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Go. Baylor Tiger. Let's go. Hey, we'll go orange. Hey, Kappa. 12. Ready.
Herbert throwing again. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly went the other way, but only an incompletion on second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on third and long.
Baylor tight. 59. 5-9.
Herbert to throw once more. This is hauled in by Harris. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. In the red zone on first. Going with a screen to Hampton. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Here's a design run. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal.
Set. Baylor Tiger. Baylor. Let's go. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Running back sent in motion.
Go.
He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Well, tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Well, a field goal would break this tie, Brock, but the offense is staying out there. It's 4th and goal.
Crowd right. Captain.
They kick the running back in motion.
Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jonte Barron has it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Giving this to Harvey. That's good room at the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down from the 42. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready. 12. Motion. Olay. Joe.
Nix from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. He loses the football. Picked up by the Chargers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it.
Hold on a second. Ready. Olay.
To throw. He's got it to his running back. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
I can guarantee you that's going to be a Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. They run the counter with Dobbins. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Chargers 10-yard line.
Ranging near a minute to play. 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son! Hey!
Here's another for him. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Oh, my son! Ready! Kill!
Throwing now. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Broncos have their eye on that play clock, and before it expires, they call a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
Oh, my son! Ready!
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man. Were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's sent out after getting them away from their own goal line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
And the Chargers.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Hampton gets it out of his own read. This gets up past the 20. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. From the jaws of defeat, they snatched this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll be left with just one. More to work with here in OT. A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. RB once more. He's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready. My name is
Throwing on 1st down. Nix gets it to him on the screen. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone. Down at the 20. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
Hold on, son. Ready. My name is
On the handoff, here's Harvey. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
at the 9-yard line.
Hands short. Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Hold on, son. Ready. My name is Nice 44.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
It's Harvey straight ahead. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
All right, needing 3 yards here on 3rd down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going.
Hey! Shanahan!
Now to throw. Looking for an open man. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. It's just 21 yards down the pipe.
1-yard attempt.
The Broncos had their eye on that play clock, and before it expires, they call a timeout. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Ryan Fitzgerald lining up for the field goal. This just 21 yards down the pipe. It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
And this game isn't over yet officially, but when you see the time left on the clock, you've got to treat this attempt like a game winner. He just did, coming through in the moment of truth to put them up in overtime.
We'll see if their defense can hold now and finish off an overtime win as the kick is away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Gets it downfield on target to Gatson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Let's go.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. A little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now a timeout comes in with 7 seconds to go. Time for maybe 2 plays if they're quick about it. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Cap. Baylor Tiger. Ray. 21. Go.
The Looking to throw it. Downfield finds Lambert Smith. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. The kick is good. He got it. And we're going to keep it on here in overtime. Well, they both got their shots in overtime. A field goal all either side could muster. So nobody able in the end to avert a tie game. And we all go home a little unsatisfied by the results. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. Goodbye, everybody. Hope to see you again real soon.